That's highly unconstitutional. Because this is a public building, right? So it's taxpayer funded.
But you have to have your ID. If you have your ID,
There's like some kind of new policy in place that is violating we the people's Fourth Amendment right to gain access into our building without surrendering our papers or ID.
you have to have the badge to get upstairs.
Okay. Is there a way I can get a badge today without showing ID? Because I don't have an ID.
I think you have to have the ID.
Signing
You don't
in.
have an idea, you don't want to share.
I don't have it on me.
I'm
I'm
the
Zach.
city manager. Zach, you look familiar.
Yeah.
Have you visited us before?
In the Constitution, we have the Fourth Amendment, and it says we don't have to give up our person, effects, or papers of any kind, or give up our, like our ID.
Well, all those things are up for interpretation.
What happened?
Because people start coming in, walking in people's offices and sticking a camera in front of their face and kind of just being really abrupt and rude.
Welcome back, Liberty Trollers. We are at the Leesburg City Hall in Leesburg, Florida. Here to make sure that our public servants treat we the people with respect and above all recognize and honor our rights. Let's see if they do just that. All right, so this is the front entrance.
This is a revisit, my fellow patriots. You never saw the first visit because it was so mundane, had no issues whatsoever, no interactions, nothing, so I ended up deleting it. But during this revisit, I noticed something different than from my first visit, which I'll explain later in the video.
Utility payments, please sign in at reception desk, set up auto pay. Really cool. How you doing? This is where they would put public notices, I would guess. We do have the Chapter 119 of the Florida statutes up here, though, for public records. Public restrooms. That's the city clerk in there. We'll come back down and see her on the way out.
Yeah, we just moved into this neighborhood, like 4 years ago.
So our government's watching us, of course, using the same laws that we use to justify recording our government. Hey, how's it going? Just grab a business. How you doing? Customer service as well.
I know I mean you look like a kid, but
This is all authorized personnel only, for employees only. So last time we were able to get to floors 2 and 3 without any sort of assistance.
Customer service should say public service.
and they'll give you one of these, they'll give you
Hey, how's it going?
yes, sir.
I need to get to the 2nd and 3rd floor.
Okay, do you have an appointment?
No.
Okay, you have to have an appointment. What are you trying to do? So,
I'm working on a story, so I'm just going to all the public areas in the facility.
okay, I'll have your ID and you'll get up there and then.
You got a sign-in sheet? I don't have my ID. I don't have an ID, so.
I have to have a security person, I have to have your ID, sign you in and give you.
Do you guys have security here that can walk me up? Is there somebody that can walk me up, like walk with me? Like security or like an employee?
I don't know if we have anybody available. I will see. One moment.
I appreciate it. So last time I was here, guys, they didn't have all these protocols in place. You could just roam through the 2nd, 3rd floor, no problem. But now they're doing this Fourth Amendment violation stuff. You have to give up your ID in order to access the public building, which is taxpayer funded.
Sir, I asked my supervisor, we don't have anybody available at the time yet, but you're welcome to sit in the lobby or wait. I can't guarantee how long it'll be.
Okay. When did you guys, I was here, I don't know, like I'd say about 6 months ago, 5 months ago, something like that. And I was able to go to the second and third floor.
Yes, sir. This has been improvised in like the last two and a half months that they've done.
Oh, recently.
We just did it.
What made y'all do that? Did you guys have an incident here or something? Or
Did we what?
did you guys have an incident happen here? That,
No, they've been wanting to do it and intending to do it for a long time, so now they finally got it in process.
oh man. Was it the commissioners that put that into place, or was it the city manager or mayor?
Probably all of them.
All of them? Okay.
Yes, sir. It's
Gotcha.
collectively. It's no one person yet.
Okay. Well, I know you didn't make the rules, but that's highly unconstitutional. Because this is a public building, right? So it's taxpayer funded.
But you have to have your ID. If you have your ID, your personal ID on you, I can sign you in and you can go up there.
I don't mind signing in. That's fine. I just don't. For those, like if you have a homeless person or somebody who just doesn't have like a government ID, and they're a law-abiding citizen,
If they have an ID, then they can talk to somebody. But if they don't have an ID, no, sir.
then they don't have a right to go into the rest of the building they pay for.
There's no reason for them to go into the other part of the building. There's nobody there that could do anything for them that we couldn't do for them down here.
Yeah, and I'll explain to you what I'm doing. I don't know if it's going to change anything,
I'm
but
sorry, what?
I said I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, so you don't. I don't know if it's going to change anything, but I'm here working on a story. I'm an independent journalist. I don't need to talk to anybody. I'm just going to walk around quietly in the public areas. Obviously, not going into any restricted areas or any areas that are off limits.
Well, you couldn't.
Well, yeah.
Everything.
I mean, usually restricted.
This area here is the public area that you can access, but not beyond any doors or not back in here as you can see.
Yeah, last time I was here, they had all those restricted area doors locked, where you couldn't get into it, but you could get into you can go down the hallways, you can go into like the public offices, grab business cards, put a public records request in, whatever. But I know the city clerk's down here, but yeah, we have a Fourth Amendment in the United States Constitution, which says we don't have to give up our ID or any, name or papers or anything like that to gain access into a taxpayer building that we pay for. So it's actually a Fourth Amendment violation.
Okay.
I know you didn't make the rules.
Somebody other than me, you could come to the commission meetings. Those are open to the public.
I will, yeah, I'll definitely
Okay,
come to
and
one.
the next one is next Monday the 7th.
Monday the 7th.
At 5:30 on the third floor.
5:30.
And it is unlocked and open to the public at that time, and you're welcome to bring those points of view up then.
Okay, and last question I have for you, is there anyone I can talk to, like a mayor or the city manager or somebody that I could?
The city manager, I don't have his schedule. He is on the third floor, and you would probably have to have your ID to talk to him.
Yeah, this city's they're probably gonna, it's not just for me, they're probably gonna catch a civil lawsuit for Fourth Amendment violations.
So that's not my, yeah.
I know it's not you personally, but, all right, I'll check out the city clerk's office and,
Okay, she may can shed some light on some things that you would like to know.
Okay.
Because she's part of all the commission meetings too, and as far as the questions of who,
Yeah.
what, when, and where.
well, I appreciate your help, okay?
You're welcome.
Thank you, have a good one.
You too.
Hello. How you doing? Good. I was just talking to the nice. Ooh, it's really echoey in here.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was just talking to the nice lady at the front desk. I was here about 5 months ago or so, and I was able to get on the elevator, go up to the second and third floor. I just learned that in the last couple months, that's been changed. I guess by the commissioners and or the mayor and city manager and all that. So I'm here just to gather content for a story. I'm not here to really talk to anybody. I just want to be able to do what I did last time and just be able to, gain access into the public areas that are taxpayer funded in this building.
Right.
And unfortunately, the way it sounds like there's like some kind of new policy in place that is violating we the people's Fourth Amendment right to gain access into our building without surrendering our our papers or ID or name, personal information. We should just be able to, as the employer of this building, we should just be able to go into those public areas. Is there anything I can do today to get to the second and third floor?
Let me ask, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Yes, well, we got to come guests already. You come in here. It's on. We will be there like 2 minutes.
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
You just need to check in with the front desk to get a badge, and then you can use the elevator to go upstairs.
Okay, cool. She was
Posted.
asking about an ID. I don't have an ID though. I don't mind signing in. That's fine. I just don't have an ID, and we shouldn't really have to give an ID.
That part I'm not sure. I think we have to have an ID to sign in, but
Yeah, I just talked to her. She was real nice. She explained to me the policies is new. It's like in the last 2 months, but
right, yeah.
I was kind of just politely explaining to her, it's a violation of our Fourth Amendment right to have
Well,
to
it's
show.
posted which areas you can get into. The third floor has our commission meetings, or the chambers, and those meetings that's open when we have meetings, but we don't have a meeting till the 14th.
I think the next one's the 7th, right?
No, we have an electric advisory board on the 7th, but
Oh.
the commission meeting's not till the 14th.
Okay, gotcha.
You can go on first floor back where
Yeah.
you pay your utility bills.
So I've been in city halls before, and I know in this. Well, actually, let me ask this first: what public offices are on the second and third floor? Do you have like an itemized visual that I can look at that has so I can see?
The layout.
Yeah, like a directory.
Second floor is finance. The phone bank for customer service. And then third floor is the commission chambers, city manager, and HR.
Okay. And the hallways are public, right? Hallways and some of the lobbies and those offices.
Well, not the upstairs. You have to have the badge to get upstairs.
Okay. Is there a way I can get a badge today without showing ID? Because I don't have an ID.
I think you have to have the ID.
Why? Do you know why they ask for ID? It's just a little curious because, we the people are the owners of the building as taxpayers, and as long as it's public, open to the public, we should be able to just gain access into those areas and not have to
When
show
you have
paper.
access to the bottom floor. Just with the ID, you get the badge, and you can go upstairs.
So I understand that. Could somebody chaperone me if that makes them feel better? Like maybe somebody can walk up with me, because I'm not trying to talk to anybody. I just want to go in to the open areas and just get some pictures and video and work on a news story. That's pretty much it.
The foyer area.
Yeah,
The
like
doors are closed.
yeah, that's fine. If the doors are shut and locked, I'll take that as a restricted area. That's fine. Because I can't get in anyway. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't have my ID on me, guys. I mean, obviously I drive. I do have an ID, but I'm not going to show it anyway because that's, Nazi Germany type stuff. Show me your papers.
So we can get right now.
Okay, cool. Thank you. They're coming here or out?
Yeah, you're
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's unfortunate, I know you didn't make the policy or anything, but
Just, like for security to.
yeah, it's always about safety and security. But there's a quote by, I think it's Benjamin Franklin. He was like, "Those who would give up freedom for safety and security deserve neither." That's pretty profound, right? Considering the circumstance. Yeah, it's
Hey, how are you?
Hey, good. How you doing, man?
My name's Al Minner.
Hey, how you doing? I'm
the
Zach.
city manager. Zach, you look familiar.
Yeah.
Have you visited us before?
Like one time 5 months
Did
ago,
you?
maybe.
5 months ago?
Yeah, I was just explaining to her last time I was here, I was able to go to the second and third floor, no issue. I know you guys
Right.
recently,
We instituted a new policy.
in the last 2
security
months, right?
stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we had, some unkind visitors.
Really? I was asking
And
if
so-
you guys had an
and so
incident.
We posted everything. People just come in and freak out the employees with all the
Yeah.
stuff that goes on in the news and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So we did the security system. It's similar to what a lot of other governments are doing.
Okay.
So we've got all our access points are marked, right? so you need to be authorized to go beyond them.
Right.
Everything is open to the public that the public needs access to immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Really, the only other public access point that obviously the public needs to get to is the commission chambers.
Okay.
So when we have the Planning and Zoning Board meets in the commission chambers, the commission obviously meets in the commission chambers. The Board of Trustees for the pension funds meet in those. But long story short, when public access needs to be open to the chambers,
Right. They told me that. Yeah.
it's open. Yeah.
So,
So did you want a tour or something? Or
sure. Yeah. If you don't mind.
you don't have an ID or anything like that?
I don't. No. I don't mind. I told him I don't mind
You
signing
don't
in.
have an ID. You don't want to share.
I don't have it on me. It's
All
a
right,
long
well,
walk.
I'll give you a tour.
I appreciate
I'll
it.
give you a tour.
Thank you.
So first floor, like I
Thank you,
said,
ma'am.
first floor is where most of all our business is, right?
Yep.
So, the city, we do more utility stuff, right, than enterprise or general fund stuff. So
Yeah.
this is the first floor. And so all the utility connections are here. So this 90% of everybody's business is here.
Sure. That's understandable.
So everybody comes in to pay your utilities, disconnect your utilities, hook up your utilities.
Yeah.
That's all done right here.
I actually did kind of walk through here already.
So this is obviously all open to the public.
And I will probably put
I
in
think up the back stairwell.
Thank you.
Yeah.
to get email also.
And then, so each stairwell we have now locked down.
Thanks.
Break room in there, utility stuff up here.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Second floor is pretty uneventful.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. I thought this would be like a kind of a quick breeze through because the last time it was. I was a little surprised to see that new policy.
You got everything more.
Yep.
But like I say, really the public doesn't have any reason to be on this floor. This is all accounting, finance, all that stuff.
Yep.
That's a little chambers. I don't even think I know the code for that. That's a little hallway in there. And then
There.
these are all offices.
Okay.
Same with over here, our accounting stuff here.
Yeah, I noticed last time too. They've got the signs on the doors that are not open to the public, so it's usually pretty easily identifiable which areas you can and cannot go into. Thank you.
And then the third floor. Third floor is HR, city manager's office, city commission chambers.
Smells good in here. I kind of like that smell.
So
Yeah.
need a badge for the elevator.
Right.
So employees have access to third floor if they need it.
Okay.
Public gets access if they need to get to HR.
Right.
Then on commission days or public meeting days when we need access, these doors are open, so everybody can get in pretty easy. We open the elevators. This is my office suite. My commission chambers. I'll walk you through there.
Okay.
Commission chambers.
Oh, so this is where the magic happens.
Yeah.
All right.
So everybody, this is all the meetings, like planning and zoning, commission chambers meet around the rotunda, if you will.
Was this where was the commissioners, or was it kind of everybody collectively, like yourself and the mayor, that wanted to implement that policy?
It's collective.
Since it's not
It
really
was germinated
used as
from
much.
employees because there are some visitors who aren't as friendly as you who come in and
If you don't mind me asking,
They
what
get-
happened?
just people start coming in, walking in people's offices and sticking a camera in front of their face and kind of just being really abrupt and rude.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it occurs.
I'm one of those cameramen, but I don't.
Well, you haven't
I don't
been
stick it in
you
their. I
haven't
don't stick
been
it in their
abrupt and
face.
rude. So typically, you put a camera in front of folks, they don't, they,
Sure, I
they
understand
get
that.
wiggy about it. So that was the catalyst.
All right.
So this is our HR offices. Really nothing to. We got a screen now. But there's a couple side offices in here, and that
Okay.
screen is for when people take their ID badge pictures.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's janitor closet, that's a storage closet, couple offices, mechanical room, another office,
Is there any chance that
kitchen.
I might show up to the chamber meeting? I think it's on the 14th, right?
We meet the city commission.
Yeah.
Second and fourth Mondays. So October, I think we're 14 and 28.
Yeah.
We start at 5:30. Everything will be open, so you'll just be able to come right in.
Okay. Yeah. Because I think I speak for.
I think we came up that stairwell and got off on the second floor.
I was gonna say I think
That's Brandy. She's budget manager.
Yeah, I think I've been in there before.
Yeah. This is Pam. She's my assistant.
I've definitely been in here. Hi, how's it going?
And then
I saw you about 5 months ago.
And then this is my office.
Yep.
And that's it. That's City Hall.
Cool. Nice big office. Thank you for the tour, man.
Absolutely.
If you don't mind, could you pass along my my, I don't know if you would call it a grievance, but pass along, I guess, but recommendation. You can call it a grievance to the rest of the council. Just let them know, like, and I speak for a lot of people, not just myself, that
Okay.
we want to make sure that we're able to, gain access into the,
Well, if
taxpayer.
you had your ID badge, you'd have had access.
And I'll tell you why too when we go down the.
So you wouldn't have had if you had
How you doing?
if you gave your ID and had a specific reason for being here, you would have gained access.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I already explained to the other ladies too, the reason why in this particular building, like the city hall, that we shouldn't have to show ID is because in the Constitution we have the Fourth Amendment, and it says we don't have to give up our person, effects, or papers of any kind, or give up our, like our ID, just to gain access, into those areas that are considered public.
Well, all
That's
those
all.
things are up for interpretation.
I appreciate the tour though.
But that's the tour.
Yeah, and it's Al. Say it.
It's Al Minner.
Al
Yep.
Minner. Nice to meet you,
Yep.
man.
Nice to meet you.
You definitely seem to be in the right position with your professionalism, cordial demeanor. Appreciate it. You don't seem to be scared of a camera.
Yes. Been doing this for a little while.
Yeah, but I'll if you want to give everyone a heads up. But
Absolutely.
When I come, I don't know if it's going to be the next like public meeting or not. But
Okay.
I definitely want to bring it
So
up.
second and fourth,
Okay.
5:30 City Commission. Planning and zoning is third Thursdays.
Okay.
They start at 4:30. Code enforcement, so that's open all the way upstairs. And I think they meet on Mondays in the afternoon. And then the different stuff. So, but like I say, we'll be open. We got a couple funky meetings coming up because of the holidays. Like in December, we're second and third.
Okay.
And in November, we're the 12th because Veterans Day falls on the second Monday.
Okay.
But other than that, it's it. But all that's posted on the website too.
All right. And if you want to.
What is
Kind of, if you're interested, you can look me up later. You
Okay.
maybe I don't know if I'm going to use this video or not, but if you want to look and check later, my YouTube channel is Liberty Troll. Liberty Troll.
Liberty Troll. Okay.
Like the crazy hair.
Yeah.
But it's troll, like good troll. I troll liberty into places that need it. That's
Gotcha.
all.
All right, my friend. All
Nice
right.
to meet you again.
Nice to meet
Thank you.
too. All right.
See you. All right, guys, we're just now exiting the city hall in Leesburg, Florida, Lake County. Unfortunately, they have this new policy in place, which I'll be addressing at some point. If you guys want to redress your grievances or petition your government here in Leesburg City Hall, you're welcome to reach out to Al, the city manager. If I remember his name correctly, you guys know how bad I am at remembering names. You can reach out to the commissioners, the mayor, whomever you like, who you think might be the most effective person to reach. I'm definitely going to be reaching out in multiple ways, but we definitely need to shine a light on this. In any other public building that is open to the public and is taxpayer funded, providing services back to we the people, we cannot let this kind of stuff keep popping up in all these types of buildings, these city halls, for example, because if we let this happen, they're just, the next step is going to be yet another tiny step, and they're going to keep chipping away at our rights until there's nothing left. You heard what the city manager said when I mentioned that, it's a violation of our Fourth Amendment to have to show ID in order to gain access into the public accessible areas. It'd be nice to be able to have more of a conversation around that to educate and, be a little bit more articulate as far as violations of the Fourth Amendment would look like and why that is. If you would like to assist in getting that information over to our public servants who work here in the City Hall, you're welcome to do so. I'll provide the information in the video description if you'd like to take a look and reach out to your government, hold them accountable. Anyway, thanks again, guys, for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Freedom, baby. Woo! Liberty Troll, out.